We're in here, we're set up throughout September, end of September, beginning of October. This deer has been all over the top of this ridge. If you guys remember the last video on day one, I came in after him on day one, opening day, and I had pictures of him way to the east of here at like 8:30, like 4 in the morning. But he was always coming from this way, so I pretty much remembered from shed season the best bedding in here and what ridge it was on. So all I did was did a hang and hunt right here in a tree behind me, and I encountered him that night. I just got to one ridge away from where I thought he was bedding, and I ended up getting him at like 30 yards. And it was super low light. I couldn't see what it was, and he came in right in front of me. But about the giant, I can't say too much on here, but I'll just say that somebody shot him. The other thing was so crazy about this spot and this hunt is a few days ago, I had a special detective steal my cutting length camera, the one that this deer's been daylighting on. So I quit hunting Dream. I flew here to get my camera back. Well, at the same time, I ended up smashing my phone screen, so I had to go get that fixed. And long story short, I wasn't able to make it in time. So I did a hanging out here. Long story short, right here on top of this ridge, I encountered the Big Ten again in daylight. But this deer's not getting the pass anymore. Another crazy thing to this story is the reason why that deer was killable for the person that shot it was simply because there was a very, very bad person running from the cops, and he had a pistol. He ran through my urban zone, ran through a major interstate, came back across the interstate, back into my urban zone as there's 15 officers chasing him with ARs, and he ditched the pistol in this urban zone. So what they do the next day, that's when they found my camera, took it to see if anything was on it, and then kind of grid searched this area where this deer's literally bedding for that pistol. And all that ruckus, I mean, there's cop tracks, they drove in here, they drove everywhere, and everything just scattered, I'm assuming, and that's what made that deer killable. Literally a day later, I'm pretty sure that's when he shot the giant, was one day later after all that. So that's what makes this deer special. Beginning of the season, he was my number one target, encountered him day one, figured out there was a giant, was going to target that deer when he was killable. Cops came in and just blew up this area. That deer moved. Then someone shot him, I'm sure because of the chaos going on in here. So guys, you never know what happens. It's crazy. I'm just glad I was able to get a hold of the guy and talk to him. So, but this morning, the Big Ten was right here at 6 a.m. going into this bedding. So I don't see, in a perfect world, we should see him and we should get a shot right here at 20 yards. And then I just freshened up this vine scrape down here that I made a few weeks ago that they've been hitting my cameras just on the edge of it, facing where they travel. Not at this scrape, but they hit this scrape as they're staging up in here to go out. So in a perfect world, God willing, we will see this deer and get a shot. And I'm more than excited, boys, because he's a stud. He doesn't have a lot of mass, not too tall at times, but he's wide, and he is just a hammer of a deer. Let's go. Alright guys, it is October 9th and this evening is highly anticipated. I'm actually pumped right now. So as you guys seen, last night he came in 2 minutes left of legal light, but no camera light, and I couldn't even get the camera on him fast enough even to take a shot. So right now it is 1:30 and I'm gonna do something pretty aggressive and sketchy. I know where he's bedding. One thing that does scare me is every single time I encounter him at night, I get pictures of him going in the morning, or at least get pictures of him right there at some point at night. But I didn't get pictures of him last night, so I'm hoping he's not bedded somewhere else. But I'm just gonna bank on him being bedded where he has been. I'm just afraid when I go grab the set and start going down that one ridge, because everything has acorns, so I think he's just staging up kind of on that next ridge where he beds until dark. But I'm going to try to work my way very, very slow, like extremely slow, up and over that ridge that I'm hunting, and start going down the next ridge and just kind of watch and look, and possibly try to get up on that next ridge, which is going to be really sketchy. I might spook him, but I feel like that's the only way I'm going to get him killed. But as long as he's bedding further up that ridge and not down where there's that opening, we have a great chance. Wind is good. It's a west wind right now, so I think we're going to be in the chips tonight. It's the morning of October 11th. It's about 7:30. I haven't seen anything yet. This is exactly where we sat last night. We're super close to 2 different bedding areas. So movement might be late in the morning. Just because we're so close, maybe, I'm not sure. But what's scaring me is for the past 2 days now, I've not seen the Big Ten or had pictures of him, so I'm thinking he switched up his pattern. So this third and final doe, if a group of does come in late in the morning, I'm probably just gonna shoot one, just so my buck tag for 2024 is secured and I don't have to worry about it, don't have to think about it. And last year, I shot my last doe January 6th, and I hunted all through shotgun seasons, so it was very tough last year because there's not a lot of does. So I'm not gonna pass one up this morning just because I want that buck tag confirmed, and I don't think we have a chance at that Big Ten. I don't know. I'm gonna move some cutty backs around midday. Just these enter and exiting routes on these ridges. I'm gonna go to a few different ridges and try to find this big boy again. But pretty much, if I get an opportunity at a doe and obviously don't see any more deer like behind them or whatever, I'm probably gonna take it, and that'll be a blessing that I don't have to worry about that buck tag. 2024 buck tag earned. Let's go. That is a blessing right there. I'm not building myself dark colored arrows again. All the way through her into the dirt. Those 4mm are the best whitetail arrow in my opinion. And that's the Slick Trick Raptor Tricks 2-inch cut. Tons of blood immediately. Alright guys, sitting here. Paperwork is done. Doe's right there. Just waiting for the cop to come sign, fill out paperwork. But I'm off. I can already see the rain coming. So I'm off to go after Dream, even though my buddy, he's been on my buddy's farm. But I did move cameras around, so hopefully this Big 10 will start showing up, and as soon as he does start showing up, I'll be right back here. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you subscribe, stay tuned. Even though the Urban Giant got shot, and still have this Big 10 and Dream. So take care, have a good rest of your guys' season, and God bless.